Here with the Pouncey Twins, Mike and Maurkice, ahead of another great football weekend. Both retired from the NFL, former Florida Gators, and they got a big one coming up against Texas A&M tomorrow. They're going to be at the Stadium Club for a meet and greet. So if you want to catch the games, hang with the Pounceys. I highly recommend it. Gentlemen, welcome to the show. Thanks for doing this.
Thank you so much for having us. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, we're definitely excited about the stadium event. Obviously, me and Mike will bring a whole bunch of signed pictures. You know, we pride ourselves on our liqueur company and obviously our Twin Peak whiskey, and then we have a tequila, Ray Supremo. But JF Hayden's is our flagship brand, man. We take a lot of pride in it. That's why me and Mike are hands-on day-to-day with the businesses. We walk in to do the account checking. I mean, we understand the celebrity name or whatever the so-called celebrity name doesn't work no more. We know that it's just more about day-to-day relationships and actually putting your feet on the ground and going out there and achieving success. But we do appreciate being on the show, bro. But you're right. We're definitely excited to watch the Gators. Lagway had a huge game last week, bro.
Huge game.
He brought us a lot of hype for this week, so we're ready for it, bro. We can't wait.
All right, definitely want to get to that. But Maurkice, since you were talking about it, the JF Hayden's brand. So tell me what it's all about. I love a cocktail here and there. So how is this going to help spice things up for me?
Well, so we pride ourselves on being a cocktail solutions. I mean, we have some of the hottest brands right now, the hottest flavors on the market right now. The lychee martini, the espresso martini. Our mango is the only mango on the market. Our key lime pie goes crazy down there in Key West. And then, our Twin Peak whiskey just blown out the water this year. Publix did a big order for the first time, and I did 1,200 cases. So the success of our brand, the outlook that we have going forward, man, is just truly unbelievable. But yeah, you're right, man. The simple fact that our products mix with every other brand, gin, vodka, whiskey, anything you could possibly think of, man, our brand matched that portfolio. So we're definitely excited about it. We found a unique position in the market of the alcohol market, but it's been a fun ride, man. I tell people all the time, we're learning all over again. It's like being freshmen in high school, learning business, learning how the freight costs and the breakage and having employees. So everything else is kind of like trickling along, but it's been a fun experience. And I just tell people all the time, man, truly believe what you're doing. You know what I mean? It makes no sense to start something and not truly be hands-on with it.
That's awesome. I love to see that passion. I know that it's hard to make that transition away from football, sport you played your whole life.
But I would have to say too, though, man, we've been guided by some great people, man. David Booth, who works for RNDC, he's one of the head managers there. He runs 4 different states, man. He has taken us underneath his wing and has kind of guided us through this whole entire process, man. And we appreciate people like him, bro, because people don't have to do it.
Yeah, all right, Mike, I see you giddy over there talking about DJ Lagway. So what are we looking at this weekend? Because Billy Napier said he's going to play both guys. Sometimes that works. Rarely, I would say rarely it works. Most of the time, it's a disaster. Every once in a while, you can get away with it. Chris Leak and Tim Tebow in those Gator uniforms certainly made it look good. Can he play both and still be successful this weekend?
I don't know. I think you just roll with DJ Lagway and see how it goes. I think you got to revive fan base. You got to revive football team, especially after a disappointing loss in week 1 against Hurricanes. But I think, man, once the team gets behind the quarterback, you roll with him, and that's the guy that, the team's going to roll with. And if you can't play both, man. It just doesn't make any sense, and it just kills the vibe of a football team. I think DJ Lagway is the future of our program, and he's going to bring excitement to the recruits that are coming in that are watching the games. Right, he's going to bring excitement to the alumni that want to come back and watch the games. And I mean, let's just be honest. Like, he's a 5-star recruit, our highest paid recruit, and let's get him on the football field and see what he can do.
Absolutely.
I love the fact that we can talk about that openly now, by the way. Is JF Hayden's, is that are you guys contributing to the Lagway brand at all?
We will. Trust me. DJ Lagway wants sponsorship from the Pouncey Twins. We'll do it immediately.
All right. I'll tell you what, if Lagway starts and throws at least 2 touchdowns on Saturday, I want to get the relationship going between you guys. Okay, so if he plays and plays well, then that'll be it.
I can guarantee you, trust me, that could already happen now that it got mentioned in there. We met Lagway actually when he was in the recruiting process.
Keith, you on mute?
No, is my mic not working?
I can't hear you. We can't hear you anymore. I feel like we lost you.
I got you. I can hear you.
Man, come on, Mike. But yeah, we met him on you see, he's trying to mess up my train of thought. But no, we met Lagway on the recruiting trip up there when we went to a game. To see his physique and whatever, I knew immediately. I'm like, man, if this kid does not come to Florida, it's over with. The simple fact that he's on the field now, he balled out last week. Mike hit it right on the head. Like, you got to revive what we have going on there, man. We had the Miami players trying to steal our recruits in the end zone. So I think what he's bringing, the stigma, the whole, hoorah behind them. Like, we need that at the University of Florida, especially. I mean, bro, we're supposed to be the most prominent school in the state of Florida, and we got embarrassed week 1.
So,
all the
but then
chances.
here's my question. Why did Billy Napier, I agree with you guys, by the way. I've been saying on the show, I think Lagway, he showed it. I know it's against Samford, but still everything you wanted to see was on full display. What are you waiting for? This fan base needs to be re-energized. But Billy Napier made it a point to bring Graham Mertz back. He very easily could have told him, hey, this is it. This is the end of the road for you. Don't bother. And he brought him back. It's not like he's not making any NIL money. So
No, I
it's
will
a
say
sticky
though, but
situation.
no, but Merz, he helped them out, showing them the way, like leadership part. When you first get there, I'm telling you,
Yeah,
you're
sure.
clueless. Like, you come from high school, you don't know anything that's going on. So the simple fact he had a veteran there that was actually a veteran that can teach him and didn't take the stance of like, man, this 5-star player is coming in. He's really coming in to really take my spot. I want to be the guy that's going to lead him in the right way. He never. I mean, let's be real. Lagway could have gotten there last week and kind of tossed the bed. You know what I mean? And we all have been saying something differently right now. But the simple fact that that guy came in and could still be a leadership, I just shows great quality in that kid. You know what I mean? So we're not taking nothing from Mertz at all. It's just, as us being fans and us being Florida Gators, the team needs revived. Like, it was kind of like when Tebow came in. Don't get me wrong, Chris Leak was amazing. He was an outstanding player, had an outstanding career there. But when Tebow came in, he just brought a whole different stigma to everything else that was around the university. You know what I mean? So we're just more on that part, man. We're trust me, we're too big of fans, and we're too indebted to the University of Florida to not always speak highly of them players and the people that got around it.
Can Billy Napier survive this weekend? Do you say that again, Mike? What did you say? I don't want to breeze past that.
Yeah, I just think as long as they stick with DJ Lagway, I think he survives, and DJ Lagway, he revives his football team, he revives the fan base, and the team's gonna already get behind him. And so I think they just you have to roll with him at this point. You
Yeah,
can't switch
and
out in and
Napier,
out quarterbacks. It's not
listen,
gonna
buddy,
work.
we love you, Napier. You want to keep that job, man? Keep Lagway in there, baby. That's for sure.
All right. See, I feel validated on what I've been saying. This is what it feels like. Even if the Gators lose this weekend, if Lagway starts and plays well, but they end up losing at the end of the game, you can still feel like there's a level of optimism. If you lose a close game with Graham Mertz at quarterback, you're like, why did you just do that? You know, so there's more question
It's a win-win
mark.
for the Gators. It's a win-win for the Gators just to roll with DJ Lagway, because he goes out and plays great, and they lose. It looks good for the recruits, because now they got a future. They're like, all right, well, we can win with this guy. Like, this is somebody I want to play with.
Let's
So I
build
just
around
think just
him.
for recruiting alone, you got to roll with DJ Lagway and let him bring these other guys in. Let these young guys look up to him and be like, you know what, man, next year we can go over there and we can help build with him. Like, let's do that.
Mike, you played with the Miami Dolphins. I know you were just slightly before the Tua era, but we all saw what was on TV last night. Crashes into Damar Hamlin, of all people, and then goes down, hands curl up. Another scary concussion situation for Tua. What did you make of that and seeing it and what it does to not only him as a player, but to the Dolphins season?
No, it was tough for me to even see it. I'm a big Tua fan, and I hated it for him because, he's gonna have to make a big decision here. Him and the NFL. We've seen guys go through this before, even Java Best before. I remember he was a great player coming out of Cal, kept getting concussions over and over with the Lions, and they had to make a decision on, what was best for the league and the player. And so Tua is just disappointing because I'm a Dolphin fan. I thought Tua was great for our organization, he was a great fit for our offense and everything, and I hope he can come back from it. But I just hate for him to keep getting concussions like that and go in, in a position where it's just, it just doesn't look safe.
What do you think, Maurkice? Is CTE something that players worry about while they're playing, or is that not something that settles in until you're done?
That's something I think settles in long down the line, but that's something I think even as us being gladiators and playing, it's never ever questioned. Like, something, I think some things in life you kind of accept it. Me and Mike always been the type of people that we knew what we're signing up for. So we knew that there was a big risk of it. Just like when guys go to the Army, they know the big risk of not coming back home. You know what I mean? So there are certain professions that you take in this life that we live in that have certain boundaries, that have certain sacrifice that you have. You know what I mean? And one of our things that we get paid such a high dollar that we don't mind sacrificing our body at certain points. You know what I mean? At some point, we all and I hate to get like all spirit, but we all go to the next life. You know what I mean? So for us, we took advantage of the life that we have right now and try to build a generation around it. But for that to happen to Tua last night, it's sad. You know what I mean? Like, me and Mike, trust me, we love Tua. The thing he brings down to Miami, the culture he brings down here, the things he does for the community, he's bigger than just football. You know what I mean? He's one of them players that you could look at and everything that he has involved, the Polynesian Asian, everything that he does just comes around him. You know what I mean? So for him that to happen again, it's just a tragedy in my mind. You know, my hair's just sticking up because I hate it for him. I hate it for the NFL brand because we need players like that in the NFL. You know what I mean? Because he's a great kid.
It was bizarre for me last night. So I went to a comedy show and I got home late. I started the game from the beginning, but I was like 2 hours behind. So I went phone blackout last night, and so I had no idea that this had happened. And it's so weird in 2024 to catch up to a big story like that hours after everybody else has already reacted and responded to it. That was such a bizarre situation to see play out. And at a point in the game when, honestly, part of my frustration, I love Tua also, but why are you diving head first down 31-10 deep into the third quarter? It doesn't make any sense.
Right there. He definitely should have slid right there.
That was a tough play,
the opportunity. But as a quarterback and a competitor, I'm just telling you, like, the only thing he's thinking of, man, I want to do a hoorah for the team. Like, I need to do something right now to get the team going. And sliding right now, maybe not getting the first down isn't it. You know what I mean? So I see where he was at in that position. Him being a leader on the team, him being the player that he is, like, he's going to take that chance. Like, it's hard, I'm telling you, once you get to that point of professionalism and football to change your game. Like, he's always been great at what he's done. You know what I mean? So to go to that point now and automatically like revert to where you switch your brain and be like, oh, I got to make this split second decision and be able to change my whole entire game. It just doesn't work that fast. You know what I mean? Mentally.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah, gentlemen, unfortunate the way that one played out, but got a big game tomorrow. Gators, Aggies, 3:30, and you can find the Pouncey Twins over at the Stadium Club at Caribe Royale's Resort. You can also check out their new craft liquor brand, JF Hayden's. Mike, Maurkice, this was a ton of fun. We'll have to do it again, and hopefully we can see the Gators go out there and get a win on Saturday.
Let's go, Lagway.
Thank you so much, man. Go Gators. Hey, we definitely getting that win. Let's go, Lagway.
Let's talk it into fruition.
All right, guys.